What's up, weirdos? One last video before we call it a night, guys. We're going to have a look at the M2 money supply indicator. We're going to see when that is telling us crypto's going to pump. And do we see a dump coming first? We're going to get into it, guys, and so much more. All right, let's have a look at what's going on around the market. JASMY down 0.5% on the day, up 44.7 on the week, 5.3 on the month, but down 23% on the year. We're even in rank at 81, $729 million market cap, 107 million in volume. Swift coin down 5% on the day, up 66.7 on the week, 30 on the month, and 179 on the year. Down 12 spots in rank to 143 with a $4.92 million market cap. Volume has really come crashing down since about Friday. So we'll kind of have to stay on top of it and see where it leads us. But right now, volume's kind of low. Where is our XCN and our ZVEC? Maybe it's even on the day. Yeah, there it is. It is. It's even on the day. All right. So up 121% on the week, 54.5 on the month, and up 934% on the year. Even in rank at 84 with 660. I don't like that number. $6 million market cap, 119 million in volume. And good old ZVEC, last but not least. Where the heck is our ZVEC, anyways? It's hiding from us. ZVEC wants to hide from us. Huh? It's right in front of my face. Huh? Down 8% on the day, 6% on the week, 13 on the month, and 66 on the year. Down 24 spots in rank to 398 with a $65 million market cap, 11 million in volume. Now, somebody had made a comment over on the Patreon chat this evening that apparently the people over in the ZVEC Telegram were freaking out because the price wasn't going up because it didn't pump with everything else. Well, I will tell you this much, guys. I will most certainly buy your fear if you want to sell your ZVEC at these prices. You are absolutely insane, in my opinion. What a monster sleeper pick, guys. Let's go look at the Bitcoin chart and see what's going on out there. So we're going to be bouncing back and forth between two Bitcoin charts here. As you can see right now, guys, we're back up over 85K. We're at 85,540 bucks. We've wicked almost back up to the $86,000 level yet again. Last 4 days, we've kind of hit a sell wall here. Now, what matters is where we close these candles. As I've told you guys 100 times, we are still above the 30-day SMA. However, what I think is going to happen, this is a short-term move, okay? So don't get all upset. I think we're likely going to roll over. I think we're going to roll over. We might retest the bottom of the top trend line here of this breakout to confirm the breakout before continuing to the upside. That could be what I think. That's what we're going to do here. I think we're going to roll over because we're rejecting here it's pretty complicated. We're not getting through. I think we're going to reject down. We're going to lose the 30-day. We're going to come back down, test the top of this trend line. If the retest is successful, confirm the breakout, we move back to the upside. Now, I think that's what is going to happen here. And if we go over to the M2 money supply indicator on the Bitcoin chart here, as you can see, very, very correlated, guys. So what's happening here? We had our pump. Now we have this little pump here. This is kind of happening right now, but we have this further dip down. Now listen, it's not 100% correlation here. It's about an 80% correlation between the M2 money supply and Bitcoin's price action, okay? So we know that there's about a 10-week delay. So, everything happens on a delay for what happens here. We had the dump, and then Bitcoin dumped after that dump, right? In terms of the chart action. So I'm not anticipating the run up here based on the M2 money supply. I think we will start to move up sometime between May 2nd or 3rd, somewhere in there, or the 10th to the 11th, right? That's where I think we're going to start to move up. We're going to start to follow this, guys. Now, what I'm watching right now is this right here, right? That is obviously that's where we are right now in the M2 money supply. I want to see this continue to the upside, right? So that's what we're going to be watching for there. The higher up this goes, the higher up the potential is for Bitcoin and via Bitcoin, the altcoins, right? So, but look, we are on the verge of a big move here at the beginning of May. I believe that's going to happen at the start of May. And I think it's going to go up all the way into, right now, it's looking like it's going up to close to the end of July at this point, right? Right now. So are we going to see a nice run? It would fit in with the timeline if we see an emergency rate cut, or not even an emergency rate cut, just a rate cut period in May from the Fed. That would line up with it as well, right? So everything's kind of lining up here for a nice run up in May, provided Mr. T doesn't, lob a, drop a boom on us, let's put it that way, right? And kind of wreck the markets again. So that's kind of what I'm watching here on that. And it lines up. See, I believe we have that little dip down here as well that we still have to go through. And that lines up perfectly right now with Bitcoin rolling over right here and retesting this trend line before moving up around the beginning of May, right? So yeah, we might come back down, we might ping pong right until around the beginning of May, and then boom, away we go, right? So that's kind of what I'm watching on Bitcoin, guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the chat as always. And yeah, because I'd be very, very interested to see what you guys think, right? All right, before we get into the news, guys, as always, quick shout out to the sponsor of the channel, Decent Self-Custody Wallet, guys. Not your keys, not your coins. Get yourself one today. I have 5 of them, guys. I keep my crypto safe. I keep it off exchanges. I do not trust exchanges. You can swap right on your Decent wallet. You can do you can go from from your crypto to stable coins right on there. All you got to do is hold whichever gas fee you're going to need, whether it's Ethereum or Solana or whatever, no different than you would on Coinbase Wallet or whatever. So it's the exact same kind of thing. If you want to swap on Coinbase Wallet, very, very similar thing. You can swap right over on your Decent, guys. But the difference is it is actually in your custody, not in the exchange's custody. And if you're an XCN holder, just so you know, you can actually stake your Onyx coin, your XCN, through Onyx protocol on your Decent wallet, and it never leaves your custody, guys. Want to know how to do it? Come on over to the Patreon community. We will help guide you through this stuff, guys. Get yourself the Decent wallet today. Use our link down below. Get a fantastic deal, you guys. And credit to friend of the channel, Neo Extrix, Neo Sun, always dropping the JASMY JANCTION content for us. I got the hiccups. JASMY and JANCTION for a better future. Check it out.
They were there when no one was watching. When the noise of the world drowned out the true builders, they were observing, in silence, ready to strike at just the right moment. When everything seemed predetermined, locked in a prefab future, they chose to rewrite the story, their way, silent but more determined than ever. A small group of former architects of the future, pioneers who already shaped the contours of our era, back not to ride the wave, but to unleash the storm, not to fix the past, not to erase mistakes, but to inject a new energy, raw, alive, into a world that's grown too comfortable, to shape what no one dares to dream, because they know true change doesn't wait for permission. It gets built. They watch the world evolve, go digital, go mechanical, to the point of losing what matters most, the heartbeat. They watched humanity get lost in its own creation, consumed by hollow promises, disconnected from itself. So they chose to strike, no warning, no holding back. With one weapon only, a vision bigger than anything. One last time, but like never before. With the strength of those who have nothing left to prove, only everything left to achieve. This is not a revolution. It's not a flash in the pan, not a passing trend. It's a slow, unstoppable shockwave. It's a rebirth, a return to the roots, a reconquest, a peaceful uprising, but irreversible. This isn't hype. It's not another buzzword or empty promise. It's a mission carried by those who still believe in the elegance of technology serving something greater. On the surface, all seems calm, but behind the screens, beneath the polished routines, the ground is starting to shake. Beneath their feet, the earth trembles. Because the foundations of a new world are already set, and the cracks in the old one can no longer be hidden. One system is fading, slowly in quiet indifference. Another is rising, carried by a handful of relentless souls ready to make themselves heard. It's no longer about following the rules, it's about breaking them and inventing new ones, fairer, bolder, more alive. It's about rewriting them, word by word, code by code, action by action, with style, with fire, with faith. With that rare intensity found only in those who never give up. JASMY, JANCTION, two names still whispered but soon to roar. An impact not yet measured, but impossible to ignore. One opens the path, calm, precise, structured. It draws the lines, prepares the ground. The other unleashes it, wild, free, uncontainable. It lights the spark where everything seemed frozen. They don't ask for permission. They don't wait for approval. They move, with or without anyone else. They build, not products, but bridges, possibilities. They unleash the energy, the momentum, the future. And while the world questions, while some doubt, criticize, or wait, they act, they charge forward, because they haven't forgotten why they started. You won't see them coming, you might not hear them right away, but you will feel it when they arrive, because they leave a mark everywhere they go. Get ready. This isn't an update, this isn't an upgrade, this is a whole new beginning. The future waits no more.
And they think it's a good idea to keep it in the monitoring zone. Absolutely hilarious, guys. So I have to give a quick shout out to one of our Patreon members, Spencer, who brought up a very good point tonight on the Patreon live stream this evening. And he said that when there was a massive dump the other day in Bitcoin, or a pullback anyway in Bitcoin, and he had no idea what had happened and he couldn't figure it out. He said that the first place that he decided to go to check out what was going on in the market was one of the chats in the Patreon. We have multiple chat rooms over on the Patreon. Was one of the chats over on the Patreon. And the reason for that, guys, is because our community has become so big and so valuable that everyone is constantly on the spot, on the job. And we knew exactly what was going on in real time because everyone is always paying attention. So, guys, if you want to be on the ball with everything that's going on in the market, if something is dumping, if something is pumping, if you want to get in early on stuff or avoid problems before they happen, jumping over into our chats on the Patreon is one of the most handy tools that you can come up with. And Spencer brought that to my attention tonight. And I want to extend my appreciation for that because he's absolutely right, guys. That is one of the key valuable things to being a part of such a researched, knowledgeable community that can help you understand what's going on in real time, why it's going on, what's happening next, and so much more. We have live streams over there every single evening, guys. And listen, if you're new to crypto and you don't really know what you're doing with your portfolio, if you don't have an exit strategy in place, if you feel like, hey man, I think I might be over diversified, am I holding too many projects, am I holding projects that are any good, should I be looking at other things? Guys, if you need help with these things, if you don't know how to identify where liquidity is in the market so that your sell orders actually fill, come on over to the Patreon, guys. Join our community, the wealth of knowledge at your fingertips. Again, we're live over there every single evening. We drop microcap gem videos every single day. Check those out. We drop educational videos, training videos, technical analysis training videos. You can book one-on-one coaching calls with me personally, guys, where we sit down, and it's absolutely free. It's absolutely free. So we sit down, we have a look at your portfolio, we make sure you're not over diversified, you're pointed in the right direction for success in this market. And if you don't like it and you want to leave, you can absolutely just, see you later. And at the worst case, you got a free one-on-one coaching call out of the deal, and you got an assessment of your portfolio, and it didn't cost you anything, right? So come on over to the Patreon, guys. Book your one-on-one coaching call for free. And yeah, I mean, it's one of the best communities in crypto, one of the largest, guys. Why would you not want to be a part of it, right? Come on over, guys. Everybody else charges you like $100+ a month. We just want you to buy us a Happy Meal. Come on over and check it out. The link is down below. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.